LeGarrette Blount reinstated after he punched a Boise State player at the beginning of the season. We all remember that incident. Welcome to I'm Lauren Shehadi. Dennis Dodd, our college football columnist, joining us to shed a little light on the matter. He's actually eligible to play this Saturday against Arizona State after being suspended for the whole season. So I think everyone wants to know why. Why now?
Well, a few weeks ago, Oregon said they were considering reinstating LeGarrette Blount after instituting a series of academic and behavioral ladders that he had to achieve over the next 2 weeks. Now, it was met with a lot of criticism at the time, but as time has gone on, people have had, I don't want to say there's sympathy for the kid, but the fact that he probably deserves a second chance. You have to remember, he could have been reinstated as soon as last week against Stanford. And the ironic thing was, he was on the scout team imitating Toby Gerhart. Toby Gerhart gouged them for 223 yards in that win. You think Oregon could have used LeGarrette Blount last week a little bit? So, yeah, he was a huge difference. Without him, they lost again. And they will just go forward. I think people are willing to forgive.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of critics saying, you know what, it's bad timing. You lose once, then you bring him back. People saying he deserves a second chance. What do you believe, Dennis?
No, I think it's good. I think the timing's fine because Stanford at the time was the biggest game of the season. And, you know, they're still in the running for the Rose Bowl. Their season's not over. They can still win the Rose Bowl. They're still in the running for that. So it's not a case of desperation. It looks like, to me, perception-wise, they've really done their due diligence here. Because they have, look, I don't know if they've become a better team with him. I don't know how the chemistry is. LaMichael James has become a go-to back. He's one of the best backs, maybe the best back in the Pac-10, who's risen up in his absence. So I don't think that's the case.
Okay, so Oregon was rolling before their loss to Stanford. You were saying that's the big game. How well do we see him mesh with the team going forward? How big a difference maker? We've seen him be a difference maker, but how big a difference maker moving forward, Dennis?
I think that's a huge question for Chip Kelly that we don't have answered yet. How do you mesh him into this lineup? Again, with LaMichael James gone over the 1,000-yard mark, are they going to split time? Are they going to be in the same backfield? Who gets what time? I mean, is he going to be a part-time guy till he gets his legs back? I don't know the answer to that question. You know, maybe he's a goal line guy, a red zone guy. I don't know. I just know that the last time we saw him, he was completely shut down by Boise in that opener. And he had a bad day. Masoli had a bad day. Jeremiah Masoli, the quarterback. The offensive line had a terrible day. They got better after he was suspended.
LeGarrette Blount reinstated. He will play this Saturday against Arizona State. For Dennis Dodd, I'm Lauren Shehadi. We'll talk to you soon.